Hello again, my name is Ben. Here I'm today with another mock showcase. Here with me this time is, my custom Lego Lightning Dragon. Just a Lightning Dragon for J. I mean, maybe some people are wondering why it's yellow and not blue, because most of J's dragons have been mostly blue. But I'm using the head from the Ultra Dragon, and why not? And I guess it's unique. Starting off the size comparison with figure. Here you go. I'd say most of the dragons are about the same height and maybe width, with probably the Earth Dragon being the only one that isn't width-wise because of just not having wings. But most of them are pretty similar in length and just width and height, because mostly, they use the same kind of leg construction and whatnot. And also, the Earth Dragon is probably the longest because of the tail. But speaking of the other dragons, I'm going to do this now because, these are like the four main dragons that kind of, make up the Ultra Dragon and are kind of like the founding elements in Ninjago anyways. So, here's Earth. Fire over here. I like to pull out the camera for this, but I think it's worth it. And ice. Give me a second. Get these nice pulls out for this. Hang on. Sorry, it took a little too long. And helping you notice all the boxes I use for like the area. See them all. Just focus on them. I do like them all because they kind of match in some ways. Kind of because three of them use the same head. Most of them use kind of the similar toe pieces. They all have the white on them. And they're all, I'd say, mostly distinct. So I really like them all as a group here. But yeah, it's that part done. Let's start off with actually comparing, or not comparing, but just going over the Lightning Dragon. Starting off with the front here, it's just, like I mentioned before, just the head from the Ultra Dragon, or Epic Dragon Battle set from 2012. Pretty nice. I probably mentioned this already, but I like all of the dragon designs or dragon heads. I know some don't and some do. I think they have nice printing and it's a nice mold. I'd say the real problem is just that they use it for like all three of the dragons. But anywho, it's a nice piece, nice design, and it's assembled the same way that the fire dragon head was. So I'm not going to take that off. Some clips here, and I'll explain that in a bit. The body here, I'd say it's probably one of the smaller ones here. The main bottom or just base of it's using some of these like whole pieces. On top of this, just large plate here, and the rest of it's just built with just some tongue twisted. Sorry, just some standard slope pieces, tiles, just some bricks. Pretty standard stuff. The saddle area here, you'll see it's just this blue seat. I took this one from the 501st ATRT. Thing looks pretty nice here. It's like the only blue here to represent just J and J's blue. It also has a flag here, it's attached on a spear. It's using the same kind of piece from the Earth Dragon. So there's that. Not much else going on with the main body, just kind of slope pieces and bricks. The tail here is attached on a ball joint here. Glad I was able to find it in yellow because it works pretty well. Just some of these smaller socket joints with a bit of this yellowish orange cheese slope and just this other kind of slope here, or 2x2 piece with like the slope on one side. And then the tail here, just kind of lightning bolt piece. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned some trans yellow studs at the bottom. The tail piece here is just one of these like lightning bolts from, I believe they were first introduced in Hero Factory Brain Attack with fire and ice and lightning. But I like using it here. Kind of inspired by the Titanium Dragon because it kind of uses a similar build for its tail. I think it looks pretty good except for the trans blue. Kind of just looks a little off because the rest of it isn't. There's not really any trans blue on it. But I think it works mostly. The wings here, probably the smallest of the wings I've built. Take off this one. They are a bit flimsy because of how I just attached it all. They're attached with a simple mixel ball joint here. You'll just see one of these like 2x2 or 1x2 pieces with just the bars on the sides, so I could just attach these claws, which are just these standard claws from Skull Spiders from Bionicle. The wings here, using the similar dragon wing piece from the Fire Dragon. Just attach some translucent yellow on it. See the translucent yellow cheese slopes and studs, and just some white tiles here to give it more smoothness. The other wing here just uses this wing piece just with a bunch of tiles and just the trans yellow on it. There's also some more of this little. There's also just some more yellowish orange on this. Try and add a bit more color than just the yellow and white. So it's pretty much the wings, like I said, mirrored on both sides. Not much to go over there. I'd say the last thing here is probably just the legs, which, like I mentioned, they're all, for all my dragons, they're all basically built the same. Taking the piece, just attaching the ball joints in this just exact way, and just attaching them together with just some 2x4 pieces. For the front of the leg, I just took some simple, there's a grill, this 1x2 cheese slope in yellow, and then just this 2x3 slope in white. And then, if you noticed, there's just some trans yellow here. See a lot of trans yellow on this one. Also on the foot here, in addition to just the standard foot, just decided to add some trans yellow on it. Just for some more trans yellow on it, because, lightning. But I think that's kind of it for this, mostly. And just to mention, the J here, nothing much going on here. Torso is from the rebooted. Head's just standard J. Mask is ZX, and the legs are from, I believe it's the first J from Golden Weapons, I think it's called. But just the first wave of Ninjago with the skeletons and whatnot. It's kind of it for this one. Like I said, I already said the Ice Dragon is my favorite, but I wouldn't say I have a worst out of all of these. But I mean, I like this one. I like the yellow, which looks pretty nice, and the trans yellow also looks pretty good for it. But one more thing, with the Fire Dragon, I have a custom built head. I want to go over this thing brief because it's just really bad, and I really don't like it. Here it is. I'm gonna be brief. It's really bad. See the ears here. It's some 1x2 pieces. Just gonna go through this quick. It's really bad. Kind of just looks like a fish. That's why I'm using this one here. But yeah, it's really bad. You can attach. She uses ball joint. I'll put it on here just so you can see how it looks. And also, it uses some of these rope pieces for the reins, which is what these pieces are here for. Just detach whenever Jay isn't holding them. Which, now that I think about it, I probably should have given a place for him to hold his spear whenever he's just holding these. Just pretty simple. So, what the dragon looks like with its brick built head. Like I said, it's bad. It's just bad. So I prefer to use this one. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Just hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, not much else to say. Next week will be me finally wrapping up the videos that I've been making on the dragons with this one just here with this Ninjroid dragon. Whoops, fell off. So that'll be fun. Also, in that video, I'll include this. So there's that. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say for this video again. Just hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.